a more established and probably well-known artist, at least here stateside, and probably just worldwide anyway. 2 Chainz,
Yeah,
rapper
true.
go to the league, dog.
Uh, yeah, man, I was very excited for this. I mean, he had given us this album title last year, you know, and his previous album, which we didn't end up reviewing on the pod, but that came out in 2017, Pretty Girls Like Trap Music. And that was until this point the best Two Chainz album when he really started to like become like an elder statesman, as an older rapper. I mean, he got really big later in life, his like titty boy days, he wasn't as famous, but you know, mid 2010s on, he obviously was a big mainstream rapper, big Atlanta rapper, but I think he really evolved. We maybe saw a little bit on Collie Grove, Lil Wayne, but Pretty Girls Like Trap Music were like, all right, there's more to Two Chains than we thought, and obviously that had big hits like Good Drank, 4 a.m. and It's a Vibe, but there were also like deep cuts on a Two Chains album for one. Songs like Riverdale Road, for example. So I obviously was very much anticipating Rapper Go to the League, and I was a big fan of it. But what did you think as someone who's more of a cursory fan of Two Chains? You hear him when he pops up, kind of fan.
Yeah, I enjoyed 2 Chainz a lot. Almost any feature he's on, I think he's excellent and always brings it. This kind of, when I was first listening to him, I thought was this feels like his 444 in a way. Like he's really trying
Sure.
to like say something and be introspective while also making an album that's like fun to listen to. And similar to what we were saying about Lil Sims, no track really sounds the same on here, which I think is unique for a 2 Chainz album. Not that he always sounds homogeneous, but I think that 2 Chainz kind of he is who he is at this point, and he sometimes leans into that. But here he really tries to switch it up, and I was impressed. I don't think this is my favorite rap album by any stretch, but there's a lot here to like. I'm wondering, what did you think about all the features he has in this? Because he's got a ton of them.
Yeah, I think to your point, it very much has the union of strong message, introspective, older rapper reflecting on all of the things he's achieved and experienced. And again, not like a Pusha T level or 444, obviously, but as far as like Atlanta rapper, what we think of for an Atlanta sound, a Def Jam artist, generically speaking, it's definitely up there. And those features, I think, really contribute to. You can pick out where the singles are going to be off this, the Travis song, the Kendrick song,
Whip, yeah,
maybe even the Chance song. I know that's probably a little soft for a single, but the Thug song, definitely. I think all these features are great, and I think that's good because a lot of those guys do a lot of features these days. Even E40 unexpectedly on $2 Bill, I thought was awesome. Kodak Black, interesting choice to pair with Chance, but I thought he was actually pretty good. And Dollar Sign and Travis, they made hits for 2 Chainz on Pretty Girls, so why not do it again? And yeah, I think almost all the features are pretty great.
Yeah, it's funny because I think the song I like the most on this is one that he doesn't have a feature on, which is "Threat to Society," which is like a very just like groovy, kind of like a 90s sounding hip hop song. Has a really awesome sample of the Truthettes' "So Good to Be Alive." Just kind of loops over and over and really gets like stuck in your head. But I do think that he gets a lot of the people on this, like even Ariana, who I think very easily could have phoned this in. And I don't think this is Ariana's best work, but I think she still gives a pretty solid vocal sample and a chorus for the track that she's on, Rule the World. I didn't really like Lil Wayne, but I thought E40 is pretty good. Chance was pretty good, although that song was kind of a snooze fest for me a little bit, especially near the end of the album. 54-minute runtime, man.
Yeah, I agree.
Tough. But overall, I thought there was a lot good there. Kendrick, I could have used a little more from, honestly, but I think for what my expectation of what this album was going to be, it definitely exceeded it. And that's not a knock against 2 Chainz. I think I know him more as the guy who can come in and feature and kill it. Kind of like I see 21, although 21's album also surprised me. So
right,
a lot more there to those artists than I think I give them credit for.
Yeah, this is funny because this album also. I mean, this was probably not foreseen that long ago until recent developments, but it's kind of the bookend of the Ariana Grande Seven Rings fiasco, right?
Mm.
I mean, since that happened with the, flow biting, cultural appropriation marks, etc. Check our video on that. We went into it more. 2 Chainz hopped on the Seven Rings remix, right? And and Ariana basically acknowledged, like, yeah, I was biting the Spend It flow from 2 Chainz. I thought everyone knew that. And then they kind of cleared the air on that, did the remix. But 2 Chainz recently said that Ari had actually done this feature for him before that. Furthermore, on later on this album, 2 Chainz "I Said Me" samples my favorite things, just like just like Seven Rings did. So I wasn't expecting this much of a connection back to Ariana Grande, but I guess that kind of speaks to her ubiquity at this point.
Yeah, that's a good point. I actually had totally forgotten about that. 2019 is moving at like the pace of a cheetah right now, and it's only going to get busier for us. What were your favorite songs off this? You mentioned a couple, but which ones do you think you'll be coming back to?
Yeah, I thought NCAA, that hook kicks ass. I thought that song ruled. And then I also really like Statute of Limitations. That definitely gave me some Pusha vibes, speaking about past dalliances and illicit activity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I think you nailed it. Threat to Society is awesome as well. I mean, for a 54-minute album, there's only a few songs I would probably cut or not really go back to, and unfortunately, Chance is on one of those songs.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Chance's project, but this is not a song that is giving me more hype for it. I agree with you. And one other one I liked a lot was "Mama, I Hit a Lick" with Kendrick.
Yeah.
I really think that one's good. The beginning just pulls you right in. Yeah, I mean, it's awesome to have these two really strong rap albums come out. I feel like we've really been gearing up, and we're gonna really hit our stride coming April with some really solid albums.